Ramen. It's noodles and broth, sometimes with toppings. While served in Japan and China for hundreds of years, the simple dish wasn't really known to the rest of the world until instant noodles were invented in 1958. In the decades following, the easy-to-make dish spread across the world and became a cultural icon of Japan. In the US, it was especially popular among college students, who found its low cost and easy preparation within their means. A hot meal that costs under $1 and only takes 3 minutes to make is especially useful on a cold, wintry campus, like ours. But what if you want a cup of ramen noodles made by a professional? For about a year now, U of I students have had an answer to that question. Doodles.
It looks really cool. It reminds me of home because this is what we kind of do at home too.
It's nice. I like the colors. Very pleasing.
It's pretty cheap and it's decent food, so.
The idea is simple. Take a college staple, some additional options, and a good business model, and the result is Doodles. Conveniently located just 2 blocks from the Quad, Doodles Ramen Shop offers a steaming hot cup of noodles just like Mom used to make, if your mom's Asian. You can get one of the 12 types of ramen for about $3 and one of 30 toppings for just $1 more. Whether it's shrimp, cucumber, chicken, sesame, or mushrooms, there's a topping to make that cup of noodles your own. In addition to noodles, it also offers sushi, drinks, and many other options. But why make a restaurant that sells ramen? I sat down with co-owner Shy Mouth to find out. Mr. Mouth, thank you for sitting down with me in this interview. What would you say is the story of Doodles?
Doodles' concept is basically offering a cheap fast food alternative to college students. We wanted to bring a different vibe to how people and college students view fast food. I mean, you got your slice of pizza, you got your hot dog, you got your gyros, you got your burgers, and you got your sandwiches. So here, what's missing out of fast food is ramen soup.
What was it like starting up the restaurant?
Well, the challenge was really kind of determining what it is that we wanted to sell. I've been in the food industry for quite some time now. Family always owned small businesses, whether it was selling retail goods or being in the service food industry. This is not my first restaurant. As you can see, I have another one across town in Urbana. My cousin, who was supposed to open the other restaurant with me, had some other things going on in his life at that time. Decided to, hey, just pack up his stuff out of Arizona, come out here, and open something with me. The whole idea of selling ramen noodle was the fact that he, from Arizona, has never been in cold weather. When he came out here, it was like, hey, we should totally, sell a cup of noodles for $1. We're talking about your Nissin cup of noodles that you can find at the supermarket. That usually runs about 40 to 50 cents. And we felt, oh, well, if you had a hot dog cart where you'd pour hot water into a cup of noodle, can you sell it for $1? Vending machines already do that. I probably sat on that idea for over a year until it finally clicked to me and I said, hey, Don, you really want to do this whole cup of ramen deal? This is how I would do it, kind of uniformed in, decided to package it in a different way and brand it with calling it Doodles. The word Doodles, the name Doodle actually, it was part of his idea. He wanted to call it Doodle Noodles, but I decided to just simplify it by just calling Doodles.
Why ramen? How do you come up with that idea?
For one, because we're Asian. I've worked in a mom and pop Italian restaurant, and if I were to open up an Italian restaurant, you're going to be less likely to come in and think like this is going to be good food when you see an Asian person work behind as the owner. So therefore, you want to do something that's still tied to your roots. I don't consider this an Asian place. I consider this just a college staple. So I like to just say this is just a fast food joint.
All right, thanks for sitting down with me and doing this.
No problem. Thanks for having me, and hope everything goes well for you.
Along with his cousin Tandong, Mount runs and works in the little restaurant, seeing its profit margin increase slowly but surely. They hope it will finish maturing by the 3-year mark. The low cost, simplicity, and portability of the food have made Doodles a popular place amongst the privately owned and corporate chains that dot campus. With a limited budget for advertising, Doodles relies on social networking. Over 2,000 people have liked their Facebook page, and word of mouth. And the two owners say the number of people bringing in friends and all the positive feedback they've gotten give them hope their little business will thrive. The two hope someday to branch out into a chain. Who knows, maybe someday there will be a Doodles in every city.